Hi guys, and welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about Instagram content for bands and musicians and hopefully give you some ideas for content if you are stuck. So obviously it's good to be regular with posting in order for the algorithm to pick you up and to get the most out of your organic reach and engagement. So try to post regularly. I'm not going to say post a gazillion times a day, because if it's unrealistic for you then don't do it. But try to get in a regular schedule, whether that's every weekday, ideally once a day, at least on stories. Grid, go for once a day, if not every couple of days. So I'm just going to give you some little tips within some content ideas to hopefully give you some inspiration and get you started, or make you continue with your Instagram. Okay, so obviously first you've got the grid to fill. Make sure your grid visually represents you as an artist and your music. Make sure that you have a defined style. If you haven't created your overall aesthetic or brand yet, then I will link a video below and up here somewhere that you can go and follow those steps after you've watched this. I think people have got to click on your profile and be like, oh, this is this type of band or artist, and know what they're getting from you. I'll put in some examples that I think work really well. So just have a think about your aesthetic and your grid and how you can build that for your fans. There's an app called Unum, U-N-U-M, which is great for just planning your grid. You can put in all your photos and see if they look good together. You can swap any that don't work. I use it all the time. It's just a great tool. So get that and see if that helps you with your grid aesthetic. But yeah, so for your actual grid, you could have shoot photos, like press photos, promo photos. You can have live shots. You can have just candid behind the scenes photos of the band or you as an artist. But try to have some elements that align them all, so they all fit, whether it's the style of photography, style of editing, some colors that keep coming through. Yeah, have a think about that. I think that's a really important point for visual branding. Second one is give people a glimpse into the behind the scenes of your life in your stories. So if you're obviously at the moment, we're all quarantined, but I don't want to talk about that too much because it will be over and this video will still be around, hopefully. So think of behind the scenes at a photo shoot, behind the scenes at a rehearsal, before you play a gig, those sort of things. Just get snap happy and talk to the camera. And if you are doing talking to the camera vlog style stories, make sure you put subtitles on or just put some text on so the audience can get the gist of what you're talking about, because not everyone has their phone on loud and not everyone is in a position where they can listen right now. If you're doing vlog style, make sure you have subtitles for people who can't listen, they can still follow through on what's going on. My camera just had a moment. Right, I think we're back. Next content idea, teaser clips of upcoming music videos or interviews. And this could go in your story or your grid. I would say do it in your story unless obviously it fits aesthetically with your grid. I personally prefer to not have videos on the grid, but that is up to you. And if it works for you, then that's great. But yeah, just build up any releases with interviews or music videos or like obviously songs, albums, EPs. Make sure there's a little bit of a build up. Don't just be like, boom, this is out now. Try to get people invested and interested so they're following along, waiting for the thing to drop. Yeah, teaser clips, good one. Organize your story highlights. So if you have interesting stories, whether they're behind the scenes or someone's doing stories of you live playing or something, then just add them to your highlights and make sure they're organized and that the heading is obvious to what it is and that you have a nice cover so people can go on and be like, oh, they played a gig here on this date, boom, I'm gonna watch it. Or behind the scenes photo shoot, and you've got all your stories in one little folder. So just organize them, make sure that when you go on your profile, it's easy to see what each category is and what's going on within the highlights. Also, make sure you use call to action. So if you have a music video out and you've posted a teaser, then make sure you change the link in your bio to that link and direct people there in order to watch it. Same goes with interview or Spotify link, whatever is going on at that moment. So you should be changing the link in your bio constantly, because whatever new content you're posting should have the call to action to go to the bio and click the link, whatever that is for. Next content idea, a carousel on your grid. So if you've got a big gig or a big event and you don't want to just fill your grid with loads of photos, do a carousel so people can flick through and kind of get a visual version of a vlog so they can see how it went, all the different images you've got, Plus, if people are on Instagram, they'll throw a different photo of that carousel out into the algorithm each time. So it maximizes your engagement a little bit. So try to throw in a couple of carousels now and again, because that's really good for increasing your organic reach. Plus, it's great if you've got like a gig and it's quite a big one, but you don't want just like loads of the similar photos in your grid. Obviously, it's a way that you can put in quite a few without filling up the grid. Next one, interactive stories. So try every now and again, ideally every couple of days, at least once a week, to do a story that prompts interaction from your fans, whether that is a question, a poll, and this could be anything from what are they listening to right now. That's a great one as well, because it gets an idea of what other music your fans are listening to, but that's a story for another day. Or if you're gonna do like a live performance, and stream it to IGTV, then you can do a poll saying which song do you want to hear us play, etc. So get people involved, let people have a choice in what you're doing, because people love that. Even if it's like, what outfit shall I wear for this photo shoot, and have 2 options. Stuff like that is great. Gets people invested in you, gets people interacting with you. If you've got a long bit of time together as a band or on your own, say you're waiting a gig for everything to kick off, or you are in a long car journey, then consider doing a Q&A. So you can, again, get people to ask questions, which prompts the interaction, and then you can do little stories that answer them. It lets people connect with you on a much more personal level, and it's just fun. It's entertaining, it's great, and it kills some time if you have it. Okay, this is one for bands primarily. You could do each band member takeover. So one day, drummer could take over and have an insight into his day, or into his equipment, into what he contributes in terms of writing, etc., and do that with each band member. So this is really important for bands, for fans to be able to distinguish you and get to know you each on a personal level, as well as collectively as a band. You usually find with fans that they connect with one member more than the others, and they have their favorite member. So things like that are great, just to get to know each member on an individual level. So for this current time, as it is the 2nd of April, I'm recording this, and we're all in quarantine pretty much. You could do, if you're a solo artist, a live performance stream to IGTV. Now, if you're a band, this is a bit more difficult, because I think you're most likely to be quarantined separately. But if you, for example, live with your band, or you live with another member, and you can do like a exclusive sort of acoustic performance or something, then that is a great one. And obviously you can bring in the poll to get your fans to pick which song they want to hear. I mean, live performance to IGTV is great anyway. It doesn't have to just be for quarantine, does it? Like, you could do that at any point. Yeah, it's good to have a mix of this content, so don't always do the same thing. Keep it fresh, keep it moving, keep encouraging connection and engagement with your fans, and you're good to go. Hope you enjoyed, hope it was helpful. See you next time.